I show you my stuff with DM Scotty.
Hey guys, DM Scotty here. Welcome to the craft. Today what I'm going to do is I am going to do a drop cage, like a trap type thing that could drop on the players and surround them. And I want to make it big enough so that I can get, most or all of the group. So that's a concern when crafting it. And I just used some really cheap materials and it came out nice. So let's go to the table and I'll show you how I did that. Hey guys, I wanted to show you this drop cage I'm working on, and it looks really nice. Let me show you some of the details. So it's the standard kind of way to thread the toothpicks through the cardboard, but I used skewers, barbecue skewers instead to make the bars larger. So I just used the thin cardboard and threaded the skewers through every other one. I also used some cardstock on the corners as like a banding. I'm going to paint that like a metal, so it'll be kind of like a banding support for this. I did one near the middle and one near the top, but I also did a lot of support on the top, and you can see I have brackets in there, and I also have some wood on the top. Now I use basswood, and you can get this at just about any hobby store or craft store. You can use balsa wood, but it's much lighter. So I prefer the basswood, and it's not much more expensive. And I really didn't use that much, so I'm not spending that much money on this. Now, with the basswood, I tell you what, to make it really easy to cut, I would definitely get one of these kind of miter boxes. And then I just use a small hacksaw. So the great thing is with these corner pieces, you can just put it in here and then cut the exact angle that you need, and then cut the opposite angle, and then you're done. So there's no real muss or fuss. Now this miter box I got from IKEA. It came with like a set where you do drapes, or you do wall brackets for drapes. So I actually got this at IKEA, but you can find them at hardware stores and things too. But I like this one because it's really small and easy to work with this kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it up, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, I wanted to show you one last thing. So here's a figure, and I'll put it in there. So you could get you could easily get a 4-person group, trapped in this. It's large enough for that. So yeah, there we go. So I'll go paint it up, and then I'll show it to you. So say we had a couple of adventurers come into this room, and you could draw your checks and all that kind of stuff, and then this cage drops down from the ceiling. Could be in like a recessed ceiling or something like that. That type of thing drops down, and then our poor players are trapped in this cage. So there you go. There's the drop cage trap, and here I'm going to give you a closer look at it. So here we go. You can see I just painted the supports wood, and then the bars are gunmetal, and then I painted those little bands on the corners, the gunmetal to match the metal. I also put some hooks up here to make it look like it was maybe supported and then fell. But I used some little model hooks that I had from my junk box, but you could use those little hooks from the hardware store. The teeny hooks they have that you could just screw into wood, so those would work too. But there you go. There it is, a nice drop cage for your poor adventurers. And I'll see you next time on the craft. Hey crafters, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the DM's Craft. Make sure to subscribe, and I have tons of other videos, as you can see. I am the originator of the 2.5D method of crafting tiles. I also do dirt cheap terrain for the table. If all this intrigues you, make sure you check out all the videos below. Also, join my forum. We have lots of great crafters on there who give advice. I have a link above and below. And last but not least, remember, go forth and craft!